This song has just been a really wild ride. You can just remember how you felt in a specific moment and write about that. I see it like as a vision in my mind. I'm ugly inside and this is gonna be super weird because it's really personal. I realize I just hate myself.
Huh?
Been feeling ugly. Sometimes that's what the beginning of real self-love feels like. I actually started seeing beauty in the features that I have. If this isn't the sign for y'all to get up and do shit, I don't know what is. Hi, I'm Daemon, and I'm gonna try to make a song in 24 hours. So I'm gonna take you guys on this journey with me. I'm gonna document the whole process, and this might just be a total disaster. So I don't know if you're gonna end up seeing this video, if it's gonna be, you know, online, but if it is, then I probably succeeded or something. So the reason this is a little bit crazy for me is because it usually takes me like a few months to record a song, I think. So anything I record right now, it takes me a long time to create, because usually I write the lyrics and melody, which takes anywhere from a few days to a month, depending on, you know, how the song kind of comes along, because sometimes the lyrics just come to you and sometimes... And then I would usually practice the song for a few weeks because I want to get comfortable in the melody. And then the recording. I record the lead vocal, which takes a few days at least, and then I record multiple layers like doubles, harmonies, etc. So the reason it takes me a while to record all that is because I usually split the lead vocal recordings into like 3-4 days, I don't know, depending on the song, because I'm kind of a perfectionist and I do like 20-30 takes for each section, and I really like to experiment a lot when I'm in the studio recording. Like, it's really important to me to get the right kind of delivery and emotion, because recording in the studio is a bit different from live singing. So it's not that you can't sing or something, it's more like this recording is gonna stay, once you're done with it, it's gonna exist forever, you know, the way you kind of made it. So I really focus on getting the right kind of emotion and delivery in every take, so that's just really important for me. So yeah, 24 hours is definitely a bit of a challenge, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's exactly what I need. Maybe I need to break this pattern of just over recording and taking so long to do everything. So I'm just gonna lock myself in the studio, literally lock myself. I'm gonna sleep here, right there on the couch.
Huh?
Yeah. The main reason I'm doing this is because, well, it's kind of Easter holidays right now, and I don't know, I've been dealing with lately. I don't know, I feel like I just need a sort of emotional release. I just need to get my feelings, write them down or something. I don't know what these feelings are, but I have a lot of them.
I just have a lot of feelings. Okay, go home.
Okay, so here's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna find a pre-made instrumental online. I don't make my own instrumentals because, well, I'm not a producer, and also I don't really play any instruments. I used to play accordion when I was a kid, but, well, I don't anymore. And I'm kind of learning to play guitar right now, but I'm just starting out. I'm pretty terrible at it. So I'm gonna buy an instrumental, and then I'm gonna write lyrics and melody over it, and then we're gonna record this whole thing. I don't know if we're gonna do just the lead or maybe some harmonies, some doubles as well. We'll see. It depends on what we create. And then if we end up with something actually decent, I'm gonna send it for mixing and mastering to a producer. I'm gonna order some food and then we can get started. Okay, so I think let's shop for instrumentals. I definitely want to find something very just a passive, emotional kind of melody. I don't want to focus on like crazy vocals or anything like that. I want something that feels really raw and just emotional. I would rather do something like that than creating a whole masterpiece, which I think also, you know, considering we have 24 hours, that's kind of more realistic, and that's what I've been wanting to do recently anyway. Yeah, I want to focus on the lyrics and emotion over anything else. Oh, This is sort of exactly what I was looking for. It allows for that quiet, emotional kind of delivery where you can almost like whisper sing in like a sad way. What the hell, mate? For the record, it's 11 p.m. I'm probably gonna say a lot of stupid stuff in this video. Yeah, so I'm just gonna browse a bit more, but you know, I would be really, really happy with this. Go to always with alone. I want to let in. I think I'm just gonna stick with this instrumental. I don't know, I just like it. It's really cool. Yeah. I mean, this instrumental is kind of exactly what I've been looking for, because it's relatively short. I like it. It's in my comfortable range. I don't really see any point in looking further, so we found it. Well, it's time to write lyrics, I guess. And I just realized I kind of want to write about this state of complete hopelessness. I've sort of been feeling like that lately. I guess I just felt unlovable, and I'm just being like really real about my emotions here right now, but yeah, I've just kind of been feeling unlovable, like it's just not something that's ever gonna happen to me, and I kind of been feeling ugly, like inside and out. You kind of just want to write about that state of hopelessness where you just lay in your bed and everything, like all your dreams, everything you ever wanted seems so far away, like you kind of just reach for it, but every day just seems less and less real. Damn, that's deep. But I'm gonna start writing, and I'm just gonna see where the song takes me, and maybe by the end of the writing process we'll have a completely different concept, which happens sometimes. I think I have like a rough idea of how I want the rhythm and melody to go, but I think in this specific situation I wanna just write the lyrics first, because I have a rough idea of the rhythm, so I can just write the lyrics based on that, and then I think I can just finalize the melody later, also depending on the lyrics. But in the beginning I was thinking to do like a staccato kind of almost talking, like you get the point, like staccato kind of speaking. It would be like a kind of an intro. And then on this part, we would start the first verse. The thing I like about this instrumental is it kind of doesn't go anywhere, which is exactly what I wanted, actually. I wanted something where I can just write deep lyrics and it being kind of like a monotonic, not going kind of anywhere, just emotional. It's like an octave jump, no. Yeah, so in terms of the rhythm, I think yeah, so kind of just something slow like that. Wasted my life. I'm coming up with like short phrases. I'm gonna stitch them together and just form like a paragraph out of that. Bruh. This is deep stuff. You really need to dig into your soul. Find whatever message you want to communicate, and then you have to find the right words for it. And I'm just kind of confused right now because it's like I have so many feelings and yet I have no words for them, which is very confusing. It's like you feel so much and then when you have to explain it, you don't know what to say. I just put on headphones because I really want to hear the music in my brain. I don't know, it's just It feels like that would help right now to concentrate and be fully immersed in this sort of atmosphere. What if you can rise above it all? Burden of ugly inside and out. What's really helping right now is hearing myself in the microphone and just like trying different gibberish kind of lyrics. I don't know, I just thought of these words, ugly inside and out. They kind of really stick here. I'm wondering if I'm gonna keep that. But it's so straightforward and just raw, and it's like exactly how you feel. Maybe that's what it needs. I don't think I want to write in metaphors here. I think I want it to be a very real, just straightforward approach. I freaking love this instrumental. I don't know. One day I'll have a place. I can go home. I don't need them all. Okay, so I kind of see a pattern here. I started writing the first verse and I have 4 lines down. They are pretty basic right now, but I think I'm getting the direction I want to take the song into. I think there's a reason why I'm alone. I think they're disgusted when they see my soul. One day I'll have a place I can call home. I don't need them all, I only need one. And the lyrics are pretty basic right now, but I think I need to make them exist first, and then I can refine them while maintaining the meaning of these lyrics. What I meant when I wrote, like, I think there's a reason why I'm alone, is sometimes I kind of just feel like there might be something wrong with me, and I always feel like I'm kind of by myself in life, like I don't really have any people very close to me, whether that's like friends or relationships or whatever. Basically, sometimes I think to myself, maybe there's a reason, maybe I'm just not a good person, maybe I'm not pleasant to be around. I think they're disgusted when they see my soul, basically, when they get to know me, they just, nobody really wants to be close to me, something like that. And then one day I'll have a place I can call home. I don't need them all, I only need one. I always thought that the places where I live, I don't really belong here. And so I always had this dream that one day I'll just move somewhere far away. I'll have a place that I can call home, where I belong, where I have all these people around me. I always also had a dream that, you know, one day I'll find a person I'm in love with, and maybe that would be enough. Maybe I don't need a lot of people, maybe I just need one person who gets me, and that's it. I don't like how I wrote them because it's pretty simple and super straightforward. But I like the concept. After would come like a sort of, I think that would be a chorus. So in the verse I sort of discussed the problem. I mean, I expressed my feelings, and then in the chorus I could maybe conclude them. In the chorus I could say something like, there was all that, but here's the reality, how I feel right now and what's actually happening. Ugly inside and out. I think it would be cool to just have that again for the outro. You're just repeating the emotion. I think it's really powerful to just have that line and just repeat it.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so I didn't write much of anything else, but I think I have the structure down for the entire song. So we have the intro, the verse, pre-chorus or chorus right away, and then the outro, just repeating a few times. So it's basically just a short song. I think I'm just gonna call it a day because it is currently 2 a.m.
It is 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. I think it's time you got your fucking ass in the bed.
I think I'm gonna wake up, rewrite the lyrics. I need to find a way to kind of make it hit emotionally. The only thing I'm gonna do is just quickly record the melody so that I don't forget it. By the way, if you are ever coming up with anything, make sure to record voice memos or something like that so that you don't forget it, because usually you wake up the next day and you don't remember a thing. So always helpful to record stuff. I think they're disgusted when they see my soul. We can work with that. We can work with that. The intro though, like the 可以 inside. I love that! I need to write good lyrics, and then I need to work on the delivery for the verse and the chorus, because right now it's just not it, babe. Nope. Okay, hi guys. So it's the next morning, and I just had my coffee run, and I actually already did quite a few things today. So I kind of did this off camera, but I wrote the lyrics that I think I'm pretty happy with. I just sat down at a cafe and wrote them. I think I needed a little bit of privacy from the camera because it's still a little bit weird for me to just like dig deep into my emotions when I'm filming. It's just weird for me. Like the phone camera just weirds me out. But regardless, I'm gonna take you through the whole process of what exactly I did and how I wrote everything. And I just gotta say, waking up today was really weird. Yeah, I literally slept on that sofa, and I'm wondering if that was a dumb idea, but I mean, I needed this song recording camp kind of situation, so it's okay. What I ended up doing is I just got all my feelings out on a page. So I literally wrote like a journal kind of entry, described exactly how I feel, what I want to say in the song. Then I just rewrote the lyrics. So I think I'm gonna read it to you. This is gonna be super weird because it's really personal, but hey, that's the job of the artist, I guess, to share the feelings. I think there might be a reason why I'm alone in life, why nobody ever sticks with me. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe there's something about me that pushes people away. I thought I'm just special, misunderstood. I thought I'm like rare or something, talented, gifted, and I'll make it far one day. Then I'd be acknowledged. And one day I'll be in a different place far away from this small town that I'll call home. And I'll have my tribe, my people. But also I dreamt of love, someone to come home to. Someone who sees me fully and loves me for exactly who I am. And maybe then that would be enough. I'd only need him, no one else. But I wanted to be loved not just for my soul, but for my beauty. I wanted to be admired, validated. I wanted him to look at me and think, I really won the lottery. Because I believed it. I believed I'm beautiful like that. And now I don't see this when I look in the mirror anymore. I now see flaws I've never seen before. I'm average, not special at all. I'm no Prince Charming, and I'm no lottery prize. And then I think I'm really ugly inside. I think I'm to blame for my loneliness and the way I've been treated. Maybe I'm merely nothing. Another face in the masses. Sometimes these realizations hit me all at once, crush me. And so I lay staring at the ceiling, wanting to disappear, vanish, dig a hole in the ground and hide in it. Years pass me by and my dreams grow more and more distant. So what am I? I think I'm just ugly inside and out.
Emotional damage.
So okay, so yeah, this is pretty deep and sad. Do I feel like that? Yes and no. I think it's normal to feel this way sometimes because we all have our lows when we just completely like bury ourselves. And then we get up again. And that's just life, you know, you have your lows and then you're like, oh, okay, I can actually move on from that. Why was I feeling this way in the first place, you know? Even while writing this, I was like, do I really feel that way? Because I don't think I do. But then that's the thing about songwriting and being an artist. If you only write things that you actually feel on like a constant kind of basis, then you aren't going to have much to write about, to be honest. Basically what I'm trying to say is, I think sometimes you don't have to agree with what you write, like on a constant kind of basis. You can just remember how you felt in a specific moment and write about that. That's the beauty of it, because somebody will listen to this in a specific moment when they feel like that, and it will resonate with them. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, this brings me to the lyrics that I wrote. Today I just went back to this and rewrote everything because, well, I had a specific image in my mind, a specific feeling, and it's really weird because I don't just feel it, I see it like as a vision in my mind, and then I kind of try to find words for that feeling so that other people can feel this way too. Of course, I can't guarantee that, you know, other people will feel that because everybody interprets lyrics differently. If life is an ocean, I'm drowning alone. Tender wet skin, innocent soul. Praying the current will find me a home. I'll know how it feels to be truly loved. The mirrors don't show me what I'd seen before. The truth doesn't hurt, it crashes last hope. And then we have the intro and outro, which is ugly inside and out, just repeating. It was actually kind of a challenge because I wrote all this journal stuff and then I needed to put all that into 6 lines, which was like, huh? But I do need to see how these lyrics work with the melody. Hopefully they do, and then we can move on to recording. Inside and out. If life is an ocean, I'm drowning alone. Tender wet skin, innocent soul. Praying the current will find me a home. I'll know how it feels to be truly loved. The mirrors don't show me what I'd seen before. The truth doesn't hurt, it crushes last hope. Okay, we get the point. So, yeah, the lyrics work. Kind of like butter.
But what the hell, boy?
I'm not sure I want to do the chorus an octave up, but maybe. I realized I haven't really explained what the lyrics mean. I know I said before that I don't really want metaphors here, but oh well, sue me. If life is an ocean, I'm drowning alone. So this is me basically comparing life to an ocean and saying that in my most difficult times, I'm always left alone. Setting up the mood for complete depression and loneliness. Tender wet skin, innocent soul. So this is basically for the kid, me, who always thought he was really special and so beautiful. I just thought, you know, words tender, wet skin, they kind of just bring out that feeling of like, it's something little that you want to protect and cherish, and like, I don't know, I thought it kind of communicates that. And innocent soul is basically me saying that I always thought I was the innocent one and that I'm just misunderstood in life. One day I will find a place where I belong. Praying the current will find me a home. I just always held on to hope that one day I will end up somewhere where that will change, where I will feel myself. And this kind of relates to the ocean metaphor, like the current, which is life. You hope that it will carry you somewhere where it's your place, you know what I mean? I'll know how it feels to be truly loved. That doesn't really need explanation. I just never felt like I was truly loved by anyone, which is true, I really haven't. So,
Emotional damage!
and I just, again, always held on to hope that one day I will know how that feels. The mirrors don't show me what I'd seen before. When I was a teenager, or even just a few years ago probably, I felt like I was really, really beautiful. I just looked at myself and I was like, yeah, you know, I felt like I was really special and like I wanted to be validated for my looks. And I didn't really understand why that hadn't happened. I just don't see that anymore. I look at myself and I think, well, I'm very, very average. And this might sound really selfish, but it kind of does crush me because, I don't know, I always had this weird thing with looks. This probably comes from childhood trauma or something, I don't know, but I always dreamt of not just being loved for who I am, which I wanted to be loved for just who I am, but I also wanted to be loved for the way I look. Again, I wanted someone to just look at me and think, wow, I really won the lottery here. This guy is both beautiful and a great person, and it's kind of soul crushing that now I feel like I'm neither. The truth doesn't hurt, it crushes last hope. Well, that kind of sums it up. It does kind of crush hope for the future. It even redefines me as a person, what my values are. I just want to record this and do it justice. Recording everything in one session? Ooh, oh. I'm gonna need so much luck. Here's the plan. I'm gonna set up an Ableton session to record vocals, and then I'm gonna do a vocal warm-up to obviously warm up my voice and prepare it for recording. And I also need to practice the song a little bit before recording it. I think I'm mainly gonna focus on the lead vocal, And then once the lead is done, I do want to add some, like a little bit of background stuff, maybe some harmonies, we'll see. But I don't think I'm gonna do a lot here. I really feel like this needs just like raw emotion, and sometimes less is more. That being said, recording the lead is still going to be a challenge, even though it's like talking, whispery kind of vocals mainly. That might actually be more difficult for me because I know I'm really gonna be chasing the right kind of delivery and emotion. And it truly does matter here because emotion is the core of this song, so it really does need to sound a specific way. I just really hope I'm not gonna do 100 takes because that would suck. So I checked that this song's BPM is 100 and the key is B minor. So let's just set the project to those settings because we'll need the click for the vocals. Or we can change it to something different. The instrumental is imported and I'm just gonna move it like a few bars further. The vocals just kind of come in right away, so I'll need some extra space in the beginning. Here. Okay, and then I'm gonna have a track for the lead vocal. I'm probably gonna duplicate it a few times so that we have a few right away. I mean, for the layers, I'll just add extra layers later. I'm not really sure exactly how many of them I'm going to do, but usually when I record songs, it's not just like a few layers created. I usually create like multiple layers right away. I just name them correctly, like for example, doubles, you know, like lower harmony, higher harmony, blah blah blah, and then I put them into groups, so I organize the entire project because I am also sending this stuff to the producer later for mixing and mastering. So, you know, I don't want to send an unorganized project because they will be like, what the hell is going on? And also it's just more convenient for me to be recording this as well. It's not chaotic that way.
The exercises are played in a comfortable range and focus
will find me a home to be truly loved. The mirrors don't show me what I'd seen before. So I actually just finished recording the lead vocal.
Yes sir, yes sir.
I think it turned out great. I mean, I'll only be able to tell when I comp the vocals, which is also a bad idea because I never comp vocals on the same day, because you need to comp vocals when you have like fresh ears, and when you've been recording for a long time, it's just like you are too attached emotionally in every kind of way to the recordings, and you don't really accurately hear what you've recorded. So I usually give it like a few days to even start comping. Well, this is gonna be interesting because we definitely must comp the lead today, because after the lead I will want to add some layers to this, and well, you can't really do that without the lead, because for example when you're recording doubles you need them to be very like thin, as in like you need to match them with the lead vocal, or like even harmonies, every take is like different length, different kind of emotion. You need to have a comped vocal. So I think I'm gonna quickly record the intro and outro, which are like pretty easy parts because it's just talking. And then I'm gonna take like maybe an hour kind of break, and then I'm gonna comp the lead and come back to record the layers. By the way, I did change the lyrics a bit and also the rhythm. As I started recording, I just started noticing what things are working, what things aren't working. I think I only changed one line, which is "the truth doesn't hurt, it crushes last hope." I thought it sounded pretty stupid, so I changed it to "the further I search, the more I come to know." Oh, and also I had this line, "I'll know how it feels to be truly loved." And I just changed the beginning to "show me how it feels to be truly loved," because it just sounded better. That's it. And here's a quick look inside the project. So basically I have my instrumental here and just literally one track for the lead vocal. It's pretty much like an entire take. Obviously I'm gonna still comp the takes. I felt like some parts were better in some takes, some parts were better in others. Then I'll add the intro and outro, and then I'll also add some layers.
Sing, 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 sing.
I'm ugly inside and out. Ugly inside and out. Ugly inside and out. Ugly inside and out. I did it. I just finished comping everything, and low-key, I'm loving it. High-key. But, you know, also that kind of thing does happen with music production, because, like, one day you kind of love everything, you're like, oh my gosh, this is, like, the best thing ever. And then the next day you listen to it and you're like,
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell.
So I really hope that I'm not gonna feel that way tomorrow. But right now, I'm just, like, super proud of this. What the hell? Right, so I did say I didn't want, like, too many layers. I mean, it's not that many, right? Like, it's decent, you know, it's not too much. But to be fair, like, there are 2 lead vocal layers, which is this one and this one. So here you kind of see it's like the intro and the outro of the song, which is just like talking. And then here we have like the main lead vocal. And then I just recorded some harmonies. I didn't even record doubles, really, just harmonies. And also there is like this shouty kind of part. I'm ugly inside and out. Bruh. Anyway, I love this concept, but also I'm feeling like I'm just screaming, I'm ugly, guys! Let's not ruin the song because this is some deep stuff. Oh, but this is funny though. Oh, and I also have this shouty part for just one line of the verse, which is praying the current will find me a home. And I just recorded one layer of harmonies. I'm not really sure what this harmony is called, but like I love it. I do it in all of my music so far. Like I noticed that this is a pattern. So far I'm doing this in every single song I make. Tender wet skin, innocent soul. Tender wet skin, innocent soul. Innocent soul. Innocent soul. For the last 2 lines, I added a battle harmony, which is just like singing the entire line on one note. And then there's literally, it's not even a line, it's just like half of the sentence in a higher octave. We love to be truly loved. I didn't really want to have a higher octave harmony anywhere here because I felt like the song kind of needs to be low. But in that specific line, I thought maybe, holy shit, we kind of actually have the song ready. What? What? Like we actually did it. We actually made a song. That's crazy. Right now it just sounds like a hot mess, but I really think that's just because the audio levels are like all over the place. Like there are so many layers here. They need proper adjustment. But holy shit, what the? I was like, when I was listening right now, I literally got the chills. If this isn't the sign for y'all to get up and do shit, I don't know what is. I mean, first of all, we made a song that sounds, I like it. I don't know, I like it. Right now, at least. Most importantly, I broke the pattern of creating music for months. I did this in 24 hours. Being a perfectionist just kills everything. It's good to kind of want more for yourself and like always have room for improvement, but at the same time you have to just chill a little bit sometimes. Because, well, perfectionism, I think that's just a form of insecurity at this point, to be honest, because it literally blocks you from everything. Hi. So it's been a week or two since I recorded everything, and the song actually released yesterday, and I think I just want to talk about everything that's happened after I finished recording, because it was a wild ride. I listened to my recording and I totally loved it. I went home thinking just like, damn, I did that. Guess what? The next day I woke up, I listened to everything, and I was like, I did it, but did I? I really started just doubting myself and hating it, and you know, it was expected because every singer, every musician knows this. You basically have this love-hate relationship with your work all the time. Like, you love it, you hate it, then you love it again. It's just a constant, like, always changing loop, and it's driving people crazy. But then I decided not to overthink it, and I just sent the project file to the producer, and I just said, I don't know, do you think there's any potential in making something out of this? If yes, then let's go ahead and mix it. If not, then it's just a great experience. You know, I learned a lot from it, so whatever. I was happy either way. So the producer got back to me. He said, let's just not overthink it. Let's go ahead. I don't see anything that should be re-recorded necessarily. There were some parts that were like, but yeah, we got around that. The producer sent the mix back in like a few hours, literally, and I listened to it and I was like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yep. No notes. I uploaded the song to all platforms and gave it like a week or so to actually be released. And then this love-hatred loop just started again. At first I really loved it, then I started hating it again, then I really started loving it. It's just... But overall, right now I'm in a place where I really like it, and I'm so happy with it, yeah. But, something else happened. I know I said that I didn't necessarily relate to this song like when I was writing it. I realized I just hate myself.
Huh? Oh. Okay.
I think without realizing it, when I wrote the song, I actually was stuck in this mindset. It's not a bad thing. It sounds like a really bad thing, but I think sometimes that's what the beginning of real self-love feels like, because I feel like I was living with this idealized version of me. I think I need to give a specific example because as I'm speaking, I'm realizing this isn't making much sense. I had this image of the future me in mind, and I'm gonna be uncomfortably vulnerable here, but I always wanted to be someone just hot and pretty and cute, having soft features and feeling small, I guess. You know, like in relationship dynamics, for example, I wanted to be like just held and protected, and I can't release this. I took a good look at myself and I started seeing myself as I really am. I realized that I don't look like that at all. I'm a really tall, big guy. I'm like, what, 6'2", I think that is? I'm from Europe, so we have centimeters. My facial features are pretty sharp. I was really insecure about my nose for the longest time, because when you think of these attractive, like conventionally attractive people, that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be conventionally attractive. Oh my gosh. You don't imagine features like mine. So my whole life I was living with this dream that I just need to work on myself, you know, I need to go to the gym, blah, 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 and somehow everything, my entire being will change, you know. Last year, I was in the best shape of my entire life. That is until all this chaos started happening. I was hoping that that would somehow transform me. And it did. It definitely did. But not in the way I thought. Me taking care of myself, it improved the way I look. But that's the core issue. I was hoping that I would look like somebody that I'm not. All of this just started collapsing, and I saw myself for who I really am, which I think is a great thing, because now I can start loving myself the way that I am. I actually started seeing beauty in the features that I have, so I think that's a pretty cool thing. I'm definitely not even close to being there, but it's a start. This song has just been a really, really wild ride, and when I'm recording this, I'm in a much better place, and I am really, really proud and happy about this entire thing. I think it's something that I really needed. By the way, this is the cover art for the song. I drew it myself. I started thinking, you know, about what I wanted the cover art to look like. I decided to just draw it. I don't draw, so I felt so creative and artistic, and I just wanted to do it, and it was so fun. I think it represents the song in the best way, because I wanted to draw a beautiful person and then completely mess everything up and distort it, and I think that's what we kind of got here. Literally, someone playlisted the song today on YouTube. It got like 1,000 views in a few hours. I do hope that maybe someone could learn something from this, maybe someone will be inspired, and obviously the song is out on all streaming platforms, so please listen to it. It would mean the literal world, the universe. What's bigger than universe? Yeah, that's what it would mean.
Inside and ugly inside and out. If life is an ocean, I'm drowning alone. Tender wet skin, innocent soul, praying the current will find me a home. Show me how it feels to be truly loved. The mirrors don't show me what I'd seen before. The further I search, the more I come to know. I'm ugly inside and out. I'm ugly inside and out. Ugly inside and out. Ugly inside and out.
Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see more videos like this, because I am totally down to make some more projects, basically documenting the whole creation process. This is really fun, so let me know. Bye!